Right, I got up at stupid o'clock this morning to make sure I got this review to you early enough. If I look tired, it's because I am. So I'm gonna get some coffee, cue the trailer.
She's dragged. Okay, come on.
Okay. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Here we go. So the first 5 minutes of the film, the very opening sequence of the film, those first 5 minutes, that gives you a sense of what's to come, basically. It's dark, it's not just the lighting that's dark, because that sequence is set at night, okay? But it's very dark in tone. And the lighting all the way through the film, they've really used like creative lighting to create suspense and not to reveal too much to like help build that fear. But the tone of the film and the lighting of the film, these felt like really new things for the Jurassic films. So after that sequence, the film kind of gets going, and from there it felt like it was going to be this Save the Dinosaurs film, which is like rescuing these dinosaurs from the islands you saw in the first Jurassic World. And basically you rescue them before the volcano erupts and wipes them out. And that's pretty much all the trailer gives away as well. But what you don't see in the trailer is what happens after that, when they're off the island and when things get darker. From this point, I can't really say too much without giving too much away. But what I will say is this Jurassic World sequel had many resemblances to other second film sequels. It was a little bit similar to Jurassic World 2, and this is going to sound super weird, but there are parts from the second Purge film and parts from the second Hostel 2 film. So the two films that it reminded me of, which were horror sequels. So yeah, it's that dark, it resembles two horror sequels. So I guess it is kind of like that middle act film. It's darker, just like The Empire Strikes Back, Back to the Future 2. The action scenes are really gripping and intense, I have to say. I'm not sure if that's because it was in IMAX and it's a big screen, but the action stuff really begins as soon as they're leaving the island, which is quite near the beginning. And in this film, for the first time in the Jurassic films, was the first time you actually really care about the dinosaurs. The CGI seemed more detailed than it was in previous films, and there was like a couple of scenes where you kind of connected with the dinosaurs, like they were animals from our kingdom, like they were suffering. And on that note, I will add that what this film has ultimately done is rebrand Jurassic World, which is what they do at the very end of this film. I enjoyed it for a number of reasons. I like this film, mostly that it took the Jurassic franchise in a whole new direction, but it still hasn't lost that essence that it's still a kid's film. It's a great story, amazing creative lighting, with interesting and compelling story ideas and new ideas, and it doesn't feel like it's 2 hours long when you're watching it as well. And I'm not just being nice about this film because they gave me free alcohol. I feel like I'm paying for that today though.
These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after. Welcome to Jurassic World.